This Sabbath, we are going to continue our series on the Holy Spirit by talking about what the Holy Spirit produces in our lives and in our church. So I'd like for you to take a little self-assessment right now. How are you when you don't get your way? How do you handle it when you're in a group of friends and somebody says something funny? Are you able to enjoy what they said, or do you maybe need to say something funnier? How are you when somebody else's spiritual gift is highlighted or honored up front? Can you name it and encourage them, or do you need the spotlight to be focused on you? What about acts of service? You know, I love it when I see people at Woodside just serving in selfless ways, or people at the Woodside Center for Fellowship Luncheon, and people just get up and automatically start to help clean up after we've all eaten. There's just 1,000 little things like that in which we proclaim whether or not we are servants. How do you do it listening? Do you listen well? Are you able to be fully present with another person when they are sharing their heart with you? That's a really humble thing to do. When you're in an argument with someone, what is your need to be right like? Do you have any issues with unresolved conflict or bitter feelings toward anybody here in this church body? Is there a lack of gentleness or grace in the way that you're relating to someone? So I want to just ask you today to go down this list. Is there anybody in our church family, whether you're a part of this church or maybe some other church, is there anybody in this body that you have an unresolved conflict with? Unresolved feelings, bitterness, problems with? Have you been maybe disregarding Jesus' admonition in Matthew 18, and when you have a problem with someone, maybe it's the pastor, instead of talking to me, maybe taking it to someone else, triangling someone else in, as they say. This oneness, this unity of the Spirit, which will be our theme this Sabbath, is something that is valued greatly by our God. And I want to just challenge you today. Make every effort, pay any price, spare no cost to maintain what matters so much to God. Make every effort to maintain the unity of the Spirit. I'm Pastor Randy Speyer, and I look forward to seeing each and every one of you this Sabbath. And please remember our fellowship luncheon that immediately follows the worship service. And immediately following that, this Sabbath, will be the celebration of life for Lorraine West at 2 o'clock, an event that I know you will not want to miss. See you Sabbath.